First, the top news headlines. Former President of Zeliangrong Bodi, Atuan Abonmai, kidnapped, shot dead by suspected NSC and IM cadres. Justice for Atuan Abonmai demands NIA probe in conspiracy of murder of Atuan Abonmai, removal of all NSC and IM camps from Zeliangrong inhabited areas. CSO submit memorandum to Governor Laganesan, resolve not to allow division of Manipur into two by HAC. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RAIMEI. Former President of Zeliangrong Bodi, Atuan Abonmai, a popular Zeliangrong leader and social worker, was found shot dead along Tamenglong Tamay Road last evening. He was abducted by some suspected cadres of NSC and IM from the venue of a function earlier attended by Chief Minister N. Biren. According to various sources, Abonmai was abducted around 11:30 last morning from the venue of a function at Tamenglong by suspected cadres of NSC and IM. Following the abduction, Tamenglong District Police conducted a search operation. However, his dead body was found near a stone crushing unit located between Palong and Lamlaba village along Tamay Road. His lifeless body is expected to arrive at Tarung village later this evening. Many organizations have condemned the abduction, torture and murder of former President of Zeliangrong Bodi, Atuan Abonmai. Justice for Atuan Abonmai, as Zeliangrong body formed in condemnation of the murder, has demanded an NIA investigation in the terrorist conspiracy by armed persons. Justice for Atuan Abonmai has demanded removal of all NSC and IM camps from Zeliangrong populated areas. Along with suspension of DC and SP of the district, they demanded investigation against the event organizers held on September 22 at the Tamenglong Apollo ground for their negligence. All Zeliangrong areas in Assam, Manipur and Nagaland will impose complete ban until the culprits are booked, the body announced. The body will approach the Manipur State Human Rights Commission and start an online petition to the Home Minister or Prime Minister to get all those involved in the assassination arrested. People's Action for National Democratic Movement, PANDM, said people of the state will not stand against Autonomous District Council Bill but will not allow division of Manipur into two. President of PANDM, Yumnamcha Dilip Kumar, said this after submitting a memorandum to the Governor of Manipur, Laganesan, regarding ADC Bill. Presidents of PANDM, International Peace and Social Advancement, IPSA, All Clubs Organization, Apunba Mayra Paibi Loop, Indigenous Peoples Association of Kanglei Park, Kanglamay Kanglei Ima Loop, Kanglei Park Students Association, KSA, and Chanura Lamching Lel Kanglei Park, CLK, jointly submitted the memorandum. Speaking to media persons, Dilip Kumar said people of the state will never stand against hill people and not interfere in the development in the hill areas. However, they will not accept breaking up the state by handing over more power to the Hill Areas Committee. Considering the seriousness of the situation, they submitted a memorandum to the governor for an open debate on the bill by joining forces with every CSO in the state. The governor also gave assurance to do whatever he can in his power. The civil society organizations also condemned the killing of the leader of Zeliangrong community, Atuan Abonmai, during Go to Hill 2 in Tamenglong district. He said abduction amid high security function is unfortunate.
The protection of Manipur people bill haidana adu yam hena kai bi yawunati adubu makogi propaganda hemen gibdagi anti tribal bill ni haidana tawbudagi yamna lanjadaba mioi mapan sigibado madugi bitter experience to amu halaktana bi dongta madu repeat tawrokta min dongta akoina hairiba bill se masibu akoina objection tawbaneba adu masigi oppose leibaneba adu tasengmadi hairiba any sort of bill Autonomous District Council Bill Punama Akoi Mayokta Madung Mayokta Labanate, Aduga Hill, people singing Hill development or Akoi yet Banate, Aduga Tawada di Akoi Pun open discussion Tauromatunda, Madui Mahianava, Wapum Dom, madu akhoi gi oiba collective decision ama lauraga maduga unanimously madugi resolution ama lauraga haiba assembly floor da thangachi.
The Saiton Government High School of Bishnupur district continues to remain in a shabby state for the last 25 years with no upgradation in infrastructure till date. Teachers are forced to run out and take shelter during strong windstorms. This was informed by the Socialist Students Union of Manipur during an inspection visit of the school along with a group of media persons. Currently, there are 6 teachers teaching at the school to around 68 students of classes 6 to class 10. Asum also stated that the school has no library or a laboratory and the toilets are in a deplorable condition. Speaking on the matter, headmaster in charge of the school, Ningombam Iboyaima, asserted that the 6 teachers are also teaching other subjects as well as managing with great difficulty. Apart from the outdated infrastructure, the school also does not have adequate number of chairs and desks. He further stated that in 2019, the Education Minister had paid an inspection visit and instructed the concerned officials to provide the necessary requirements. However, there has been no action or communication from their end till now, Iboyaima added.
Anu yargadi masih bari lain apa angga matau singna yargadi koi school si kitang fagat na ba wajah kitang tinggi ay hapan ini ka singsi ayam berloin na ba hana ayam na cahi kun kutha ay lakni mama hai tare adu mama saran ba ka singsi loin na ba lai mai si loin na ting khai de khai de adegi mata ki siling ke no su loin na kai re khole adegi tin su loin khore yam sati ni phiam su e masih phiam si ada hujung je lai de ka song ki khara phaba ka ani hum si ni khoi lai si class ki huji asom da hum mo de som da ni mo de class mangan.
President of Asum Soraizam Yaima in this regard alleged that back in 2016, one contractor called Tiken had drawn rupees 9,94,790 as first installment and rupees 13,69,000 as second installment for repairing and remodeling purposes, yet there are no signs of any reparation work of the school. Although the state government has been working hard to improve quality of schools and education of the state by launching various missions, the government schools of far and remote places remain neglected and demand strong attention of the government, Soraizam Yaima maintained.
Hauzik Ladiba school gi classroom asi phibam yamna chadre classroom manga khakta leire hairiba classrooms Saiton Government High School asi class 6 tagina 10 phau leibani hairiba classroom asi daisida classroom gi phibam ju chahi kya yengsin bidabana maram orakanda yamna phatre Ladiba school sida science ki oiba practical lab ki oiba equipment amata su leite aduna hairiba equipment sing siju hena fagana ba classroom siju hena matik chana sengot piner gi damakta ikoina gaming gi maikaching sinjare hairiba tikadar si ekoi tiken kawi aduna tikena mana tauriba magi thabak tauriba mong si ajugi matik phibam chadaba Seng nahariga di sendal lambi onthoi haiba tare masana taujari ba soi ba se lebak miam khangna sengdok piro.
MLA of Sugnu Assembly constituency K. Ranjit slammed the state government over its claim that the government is prepared to face the third wave of COVID. The government is still facing problems in providing necessary infrastructure for the second wave of the pandemic. He said this yesterday during the reception program of 52 Congress workers from Wangzing Kunau of the constituency who recently joined BJP. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Ranjit said the government did not provide any fresh drinking water to the inmates of community home isolation center set up in Kakching district. There is no water tank in the district and the ambulance is in bad condition. He expressed disbelief that the government will be able to face the third wave of the pandemic.
COVID care center asuk lere, doctor asuk lo bera du kongore. Semua nomor, sigi sistem jelek kita. Kakching district ta water supply tanker ang thamang dawa ambulance dami ani dagi amadagi hanu kongba dawa ani khapki raga. Karmai do no thang web thang do no production objection do. Sarkar sa koi thang ko tam bada akoi asol bo wene sai masi thong sam lo man ga. Aduna ngasi electronic masung pin media ai thangda Imphal da lai haba handak chali ba September thadagi na November thabagi chengse tang kun ga taru ayu kun taret tagi Imphal thangal bazar da lai ba Kalibari Mandiragi, I Sidagi Nepali, Bengali, Maitai, Laitala, Pavata, Mayamdo, Sai, how Pyraga, Fiel over La Piu, Hydra, I made the Alpha Simon, comes again.
Intending candidate of Kaishamtong Assembly constituency, Nishikant Sapam, has stated that he joined politics with the promise and true intention of working for the welfare and development of the people of Kaishamtong AC. He assured that he will translate his promise into action if he is elected in the upcoming Manipur Legislative Assembly elections. Nishikanta said this during the inauguration of a new party office at Sega Road, Thoda, Babok Laikai of Kaishamtong AC, polling number 12/22 and 12/23. He said if he wins, he will also work for the overall development of Manipur, especially in the field of tourism, agriculture and education, and will make all efforts to return the debt of this land, even if it is in the smallest ways.
Aina TV channel में आमदा वासक खिबदो आई अदुई वासक पदो बोर्ड खोम न वासक पंदे मधु मक तौगेन चांगपनी अदुगा अदु तौबदि लायना वासक पा काहो खरे लाउरी मधु याउं तौगदोइने अदु सी हाइसे आई सी इमालयबाग मणिपुरी दमकता आई सी लमन सिंह अगेन कुमजरकपनी अदुगा आइना खोइ हाइनिंग बसे को अखोइगी मणिपुरदा अखोइ कंगलीपाकता पोकपा कंगलीचा अमा कथोक ngамद्रब्राबा आइने कथोक चगे हाइसे करिगिनो सेम मैम चिंगना हे ngangisibो आई कथोक चगे पैसा जितना चंगसु सिमदि आई मणिपुरी दमता कथोक चगे मणिपुर इमालयबाग मणिपुर सम वाबा हाइसे सिदे अखोइ मणिपुर ता पोकपा अखोइ सिदगी चोंगथो तौदेदि कानान तौदि मपानी मी लाखद्रो अदुमक तौगे चंगजरैनी आई पॉलिटिक्स की सिक्किम तई फुरकाउ चंगोय आई फैमिली यारोय अदुगा आइनो वासै मैम द लोइनमक तौगनी अदुदगी हेन तौपो याय अदुगा अदुदि हंदने तौजरोय मणिपुरी वंदि पोच याम लेखरे हजिक्ति आइना सम ताबदा कैंडिडेट फनियाम आइगे केनोसे याम कॉपी तौरे हाइदि टूरिज्म की मरमदा ngang बहुगले एग्रीकल्चर की मरमदा ngang बहुगले बट कनाम दासी हरमोय आई ईश्वर साखी थिका सुंदौ तौरे कराम ngam.
During the program, local residents of the AC also extended support to Nishikant Sapam and urged all to work together for his victory in the elections. A team of Central Bureau of Investigation (CBI) inspected projects taken up by Manipur Development Society (MDS) at Moray Town. According to media persons, the CBI team visited the office of Meitei Council Moray (MCM) to conduct an inquiry about the Moray Town parking at Moray Ward Number 6 by MDS. However, leaders of MCM informed that the CBI that there is no plan for construction of any Moray Town parking under MDS in the town. According to the inquiry, MDS has sanctioned a huge amount of money for the plant of international bus parking, and CBI has got evidence of misappropriating funds. In a press note, MCM clarified that MDS did not take up any project at places connected with MCM. However, 7 Moray Town plans were handed over to MDS under the 13th Finance Commission. The projects were construction of international bus parking, construction of 500 capacity auditorium, construction of traffic island, electrification of guest house at gate number 2, smart lighting along roadside, construction of public toilet complex, and construction of public parking with CC camera. Superintendent of Police, Kakching District Police, Yankom Victoria, yesterday inaugurated a community-based police booth at Kakching, Lamkhai. The booth has mobile charging point for road users in distress, provide free masks and drinking water. The police booth was built by Cycle Patrol Unit Kakching with the award money received by Yankom Victoria for Manipur Chief Minister's Trophy for Community Service in the year 2019 and Woman Police Constable Nongthombam Romila Devi on Independence Day. District Administration Thoubal organized a one-day discussion program on mental health, psychological support related to crime against women and role of one-stop center. The program was held at the election counting hall in the office complex of DC Thoubal. Adaksha of Thoubal District Jila Parishad Hasina Begum, Deputy Commissioner of Thoubal District Rangnamai Rang Peter, and Superintendent of Thoubal District Police Jogesh Chandra Haubizam attended the discussion program as Chief Guest, President and Guest of Honor respectively. State Nodal Officer of State Mental Health Program Dr. Athokpam Ranita, former District and Session Judge Salam Imocha, and Secretary of Rural Voluntary Services Wangbal Babita Sapam spoke on various topics. Many women activists also attended the program. Let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Saraswati Charitable Trust, BSc Forensic Science, BE Cybercrime Security, Diploma in Pharmacy, BSc Medical Laboratory Technology, BSc Radio Imaging Technology, BSc Operation Theatre Technology, Diploma in MLT, RIT, ODT, Dialysis Tamnabagidamak, Manipuri Mapanda Chatrabasu Yaragani. Manipur University da affiliate Tauduna, Pharmacy Council of India, Amadi, Ministry of HRD, New Delhi approved Tauraba, 100% job oriented Oiraba, Saraswati Charitable Trust Pangaida, course sing English ngani kun mathoi kunithoi gi session da tamna bagi damak admission hojare hena ko pamol gi damak contact tobiu Saraswati Charitable Trust Pangai 9856575163 natraga 9402233554
Ibema nangbu mobile da sanale.
Welcome back. India recorded 31,923 new COVID cases, 282 deaths in the last 24 hours, which is an increase of 18.4% from yesterday. The total caseload now stands at 3.35 crore and the total death toll to 4.46 lakh. India's recovery rate now stands at 97.77%, a total of 31,990 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which brings the total recoveries to 3.28 crore across the country. India's active caseload stands at 3.01 lakh in the last 24 hours. India has administered a total of 71.38 lakh doses in the last 24 hours, which brings the total tally of doses administered to 83.39 crore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be announcing a nationwide rollout of the Pradhan Mantri Digital Health Mission on September 27th. Under this mission, a unique digital health ID will be provided to the people. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya has said that the unique digital health ID will contain all the health records of the person. The health ID card is created with details like Aadhaar and mobile number for generating a unique ID for each individual. The National Digital Health Mission is currently in its pilot phase across the Union territories of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, Ladakh, Lakshadweep and Pondicherry. According to the officials, the mission is on track and the three basic platforms, Health ID, Doctors Registry and the Health Facility Registry have been made operational. The primary aim of this mission is to enhance the efficiency of the healthcare system in India. Petrol prices in the country are not coming down as the states do not want to bring fuel under the ambit of the Goods and Services Tax or GST, Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said. In an interview to a news agency, Mr. Puri said petrol prices crossed the 100 rupees mark in West Bengal as the Trinamool government is laying heavy taxes. Mr. Puri said the West Bengal government increased prices by 3.51 per litre since July, resulting in the petrol crossing the century mark. The Supreme Court will set up a technical expert committee to probe the Pegasus snooping case. A bench headed by Chief Justice N.B. Ramana said the order, which was to be pronounced earlier, will now be delivered next week. CJI Ramanna said the Supreme Court is intending to set up a technical experts committee to look into charges. The matter is taking time as some experts it had in mind to be members of the committee expressed difficulties. The top court has been hearing a clutch of petitions demanding an inquiry into allegations that an Indian client of the Israeli spyware used it for illegal surveillance of electronic devices. Reports by The Wire claim the phone numbers of over 300 opposition leaders, journalists and others, including Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, Trinamool MP Abhishek Banerjee, Paul strategist Prashant Kishore and industrialist Anil Ambani were on a list of potential targets. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. Former President of Zeliangrong Baudi, Athwan Abuanmai, kidnapped, shot dead by suspected NSC and IM cadres. Justice for Athwan Abuanmai demands NIA probe in conspiracy of murder of Athwan Abuanmai, removal of all NSC and IM camps from Zeliangrong inhabited areas. CSO submit memorandum to Governor La Ganeshan, resolve not to allow division of Manipur into two by HAC. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a good time.